Empaths and Codependency. This past weekend, holiday weekend, got me thinking about independence and the opposite, codependence. And then, of course, being an empath, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the similarities here with being an empath who is not able to shut off the feelings, tapping into the feelings of others, who is constantly wanting to overgive to others. And those that feel like they need to take care of someone and make them dependent on them in order to sustain the relationship. Because if they're dependent on me, they won't leave, right? Not true. So, like everything else in life, being an empath is on a spectrum from highly sensitive and being able to shut off your gifts, being able to protect your energies, and also how to clear your energies when you've got someone tapped into you or you've tapped into someone else. And on the other end, we have empaths who have no idea that they are tapping into other people's needs, taking care of other people, and draining themselves. So when you look at codependency is about control and controlling others, maybe covering up for bad behaviors, saying, oh, that child, that they're just overwhelmed right now, rather than really taking a hard look at, am I just covering that up? Think about the mama's boys whose mamas do everything for them, or the smothered daughters whose moms do everything for them. Or in some cases, the daddy's girl who daddy takes care of everything. And so that is creating codependency. But then we also learn it in our family dynamics, in the fact that maybe there's a member with mental illness or chemical dependency, and we're covering up the behaviors. We're taking care of their needs. We're doing whatever it takes to keep the family unit together. And that includes not having a voice, not saying anything to avoid arguments. And that's what the children are learning. And they think that's normal until they get out and see a different example. We also have the fact that in the 1950s, good wives took care of their husbands, had dinner on the table, the house was clean, and met him at the door with a cocktail. Again, creating that codependence on the husband who's bringing home the money. How can you break this particular behavior pattern? That's with therapy. And MAP does a great job of helping you to identify those beliefs and behaviors and neutralizing them